Hey, what's up with you guys? This is Irfan here from smartincubator.com and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna break down some trades that happened in June 21st yesterday during New York session around 8 in the morning. That is going to blow your mind, guys. So if you've been following my videos, you know exactly what a strategy I'm using every single day that has accuracy over 70%. And if you don't know what it is, I highly recommend you to check out my other videos, my channel, or I'm gonna put a video above this video. I'm gonna put a card above this video that explains my strategy thoroughly. So I highly recommend you to watch that video, guys. Go back, test it, and you won't regret what you learned. And also, I'm gonna show you the results of Gold EA Incubator on this master $1,000 account. As you can see, Gold EA Incubator is right here, and the balance is $1,000. It started in March 7th, and today's date is June 22nd. So that's a really cool thing about this, that even after this drawdown, so you know the story behind this, that we, it was our mistake that we changed something that caused this loss, but otherwise we would have been up over 150% in profit. But from here to here, that actually we dropped to 54% in June 15th. We've been able to recover from June 15th to June 22nd, almost a week, and it was actually over 16% in profit in less than a week, because I didn't count the weekend. But from June 15th all the way to June 22nd, we've been able to gain over 16%, from 54% to 70%, using the newest preset file that we are recently using, which is a really cool one. So without any further ado, let's get into the main subject, which is our breakdown analysis on GBPUSD on 5-minute time frame. So let me go to 8 in the morning, and I'm going to remove everything here so you don't get confused. These are my previous trades, like a few days back. But something interesting happened, guys. As you know, I always trade during New York session, which starts at 8 in the morning Eastern Standard Time. But something cool that happened was this candle that happened at 7:20, and it filled in the gap here. So as you know, there's a high probability demand zone right here. As I said, if you don't know what they are, I highly recommend you to watch my other videos. I talked about it literally every single day, and you know exactly how it's done on any time frame, but I personally trade on 5-minute and 15-minute time frame. So this is a high probability demand zone, guys. This is the last bearish candle, and this is the first candle, the first bullish candle that got out of this zone, and the next candle after that never tapped into this zone. So that's why there's a gap right here. So this gap makes this zone a high probability demand zone. So you know what I'm saying, which is very, very important. So what happens right now is that at 7:20, this is the first candle that literally tapped into this zone, and it was a beautiful candle that formed. So what I usually do is that I put my buy stop above the previous this candle, and then I put my stop loss below this, and then I can take my one-to-one trade. Let me see, I can take my one-to-one trade if I want to. I put my TP here, which is one-to-one. But one more thing that was kind of interesting is that at 8 in the morning we had this candle here. So let me show you. If I move forward, you see that this candle kind of dropped here. Even right here, it was a really good opportunity to take a buy trade if you actually missed this entry right here. Because as you can see, at 8 in the morning we have a bearish candle that is kind of at the same level as this one. If I wanted to, let's say that I put my entry here, I could have literally got this trade if I wanted to. But let's say that I see this one and then I jump into the trade, and what I can do is that I can put my stop loss below this candle, and the best thing to do is to put it below the zone, but at the same time you need to widen your TP. And if you do that, you can literally take a profit like this. But let's say that I put my TP here, and my stop loss here, and my TP is here. I can still get a really good profit, guys, if you wait for this candle that comes to the entry level and then you take it. But let's say that you miss this one, and then you take your entry here and you put your stop loss right here. So you put it here, and then your TP goes all the way here. But I don't agree with that, guys, and the reason is that we have a high probability supply zone exactly right here. See this huge gap, and I just want to get out of the market as soon as possible. I never do that. If I see a high probability supply zone, then I won't take my trade here, and if I do, I put my stop loss somewhere around here so I can get out of the market right here. So it's very important, guys. Your risk to reward ratio is very important, and if you want to know exactly how to calculate a proper lot size or a proper risk to reward ratio, I highly recommend you to use a Profit Master Incubator that does everything for you in less than a second. So I just logged into my demo account, and I have Profit Master Incubator installed in on this account. So as you can see, Profit Master Incubator looks like this, and if I go to the settings, you'll see that it's asking me how much I'm willing to risk per trade. Let's say I mention 2%, and then I activate the automatic lot. So the next thing I need to do is just to specify where I want to enter my trade. Let's say that I want to take a buy trade because it's according to the trend, for example, and I want to enter right here or right here. I just click buy, my entry is here, and I move my stop loss here and my TP to wherever I want. So this is my TP. So take a look at this, guys. That how beautiful is that? I have my exact lot size that allows me to risk 2% according to my balance and where I put my stop loss. So if I keep changing my stop loss, you see that this amount doesn't significantly change. The only thing that keeps changing is the lot size right here. Look at the lot size here. That keeps changing. That allows me to risk 2% for my trade. So I don't have to do it manually or use other websites to do that or do it on a piece of paper. I literally use this software that shows me exactly what it is. So, and then I can widen my TP. I know how much I'm making. I know how much I'm losing. I know my risk to reward ratio. And if I increase it and if I press OK, that's a cool thing. Look at this. It automatically opens the trade for me, which is a buy stop trade, and it calculates the lot size. So now I'm pretty confident that I'm risking 2%, not less and not more. And I know that my stop loss is in a correct position. My TP is in a correct position. I know how much I'm making, 100%, and this is my entry. So this is the tool that we're using when we are trading manually, guys. But this result that I showed you was for Gold Incubator. It's an automated EA, it doesn't have anything to do with that, but this is a trade that we took on GBPUSD. So let me switch my pair and show you what else happened. So you can see this is June 21st, so it was yesterday, but it kind of happened later in the day. But since I caught it, I just want to share with you guys that why I thought that it's a really good trade. So as you know, we have this gap right here. There's a high probability demand zone here, but at the same time we have another high probability demand zone right here, because there is a gap between this candle that got out of this zone and the next candle after that. So this gap makes this zone a high probability demand zone, and none of these candles touch this zone, so it means that it's still a high probability demand zone. So the first thing I need to do is just wait for the price to come back to this level. Okay, so as you can see, what is the first candle? This is the first candle. What do? Put my stop loss here, my entry here, my stop loss below this, and then my TP somewhere out here. But since we have this high probability demand zone as well, this is exactly what I do. So I put my stop loss here, but if it didn't have this, I would put it right here. This is exactly what I need to do every single time, but personally I don't really do that because I don't want to hurt my risk reward ratio. So if I want to show you what exactly happens, you can see that my buy entry would get triggered, and then after that, let's see what happens. See, if I wanted to put my stop loss here, I would have got a stopped out. But if I put it here, I'm still safe. Plus, I probably can take a good profit here. If I'm not wrong, let me see. See, I can take a really good profit. And then that's done. That would be a profitable trade, guys. But first of all, it kind of happened later in the day, as I said. And I would have got a stopped out if I wanted to put my stop loss here. But it was a good trade on GBPJPY. And here's the trade that I want to show you on EURUSD. So even EURUSD, guys, it happened very late on this one because I really like this trade, so that's why I wanted to show you. Look at this high probability supply zone here, guys. It's very cool. And look at this beautiful candle, rejection candle, that happened inside the high probability supply zone, guys. This is a very cool one. And if you put your sell stop below this candle and your stop loss above this, you can literally take your TP all the way from here. See, you can take your TP all the way to this area if you want to, but I personally would do it here, because if you pay attention, you'll see another high probability demand zone from here to here. Look at this. It's a beautiful one-to-one trade if you wanted to take advantage of it. So at the same time, we have this trade that happened again later in the day at 11 in the morning. But one more thing about this is that the same thing would have happened if you wanted to actually put your stop loss below the candle and not below the zone, because if it's like first candle, and if I see this one here, I put my buy stop here, my stop loss here, and my TP would be somewhere around here. So but let's see what happens. See, it literally smashed my TP without hurting my stop loss. But even if I wanted to put my stop loss here, guys, I would have still be profitable, as you can see, because it's a big shadow and I'm still getting my one-to-one, even if I put it below the zone, which is really cool, guys. I highly recommend you to do that, but some people get greedy, including mine, that we don't really want to put our stop losses below the zone and just want to put it below the candle because we don't want to widen our TP. So that's what it is exactly. So that's it, guys, for this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you got some value, I much appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell, so next time when I upload a video, you'll get notified. And again, I highly suggest you to watch my other videos that I talk about order blocks and high probability supply and demand zones. And if you have any question, drop your comment below this video and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. And if you have any question regarding Gold Incubator and the other EAs, you can check out smarteaincubator.com, and we can find a link below in the description. It's the first link in the description, and we have a live chat there, and they get back to you as soon as they can. Again, thank you so much and have a profitable day.